Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of air. So if you're Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of August 9th through the 11th, 2024. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're looking for your individual sign readings, those are on Patreon. And if you want a personal reading, be sure to email me first. Okay, so we have the overall energy as the Chariot. We've got the Two of Pentacles. We have the Fool. We've got Justice, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so kind of looks like you are getting ready to go on a journey, or you're venturing off into uncharted territories, and this might be like a difficult path for you, but I feel like you're determined. Maybe you feel like you have something to prove to yourself. And I don't know too if you've been pulled in two different directions or trying to please everyone. I feel that you're just like done with that. I feel like you're putting your foot down and deciding to do what's best for you. You're cutting off everybody, their opinions. You're just like, you know, I'm in charge, I'm in front, I've got the wheel, like I'm driving, like everybody else, you know, be silent, step aside. So whatever's going on, I feel like you're doing something outside of other people's thoughts and opinions. Not that it's a bad thing. I just feel like, you know, you're just done with it. You also may have had a vision and you just kind of felt like this is what you're supposed to be doing, or this is the direction that you need to be going in. Definitely seems like you're pursuing something. This is also like all about balance in your life. What do you need to do to establish a sense of peace and balance in your life? And maybe you've been kind of like looking at objectively at everything around you and just completely detaching emotionally. You're like, emotions out of this. What do I need to do? And I kind of feel like that's what you're doing. You're like having to detach emotionally from some sort of decision that you're having to make. And I feel like it's for the highest good. Whatever it is, this is the best possible outcome. Seems like you are definitely also wanting to be just in your decision. I feel like you've been weighing all sides of a situation. You've examined it. And, you know, nobody can rush you to making any decisions either. You're doing something all on your own. You're like, this is hard. This is a lot of work, but I'm doing this all on my own and I don't need anybody's help. And maybe you feel too like when people help, it just messes things up anyway. It makes it worse. You know best. I feel that another thing that's going on is delay. It just seems like a situation is paused until you have more information or until something makes sense on paper. So yeah, you are like, if you're normally an emotional person, sympathetic, compassionate. I feel like now is not the time for that. You're like the swords are like out. And, I just feel that you're having to make important decisions completely detached from your emotions. You're like looking at everything and you're like, okay, here's what I need to do here. I need to cut corners here. We're not going to do that. Blah, blah, blah. And you're just like going, like chopping down weeds, cutting things out of your way. You're clearing like a whole path. Yeah, but it seems that, maybe something is also delayed. Well, like I said, it's more so because of you need something to make sense to you. Now, you also might need to understand something from a different perspective, or walk in someone else's shoes before you can give a fair judgment on a matter. Yeah. You definitely seem to be seeing things in a different light. You're like, you know, you're questioning things. You're like, why is it this way? Why blah, blah, blah. Spiritually, I don't know if you've also been on a fence about something, especially more so on the fence about your spiritual beliefs. You don't know where you stand with certain things, or you have yet to form an opinion. That's because you're still processing. Like, you can't just give like a direct yes or no to something. It's not just black and white for you. So, and I feel like you're going to want to be honest about that too with people. I don't know if it's you're around family members and they're like, why don't you celebrate this and that? Maybe initially, or when people had asked you that previously, you were worried about hurting people's feelings, or maybe you just didn't want to say anything because you didn't want to be probed. But now it's just like you're going to be honest about certain things. You're like, well, you know what? I don't know where I stand on that. And then too, with this political climate, maybe there are some things that you don't know what you've decided in regards to political decisions, where you stand. Maybe people want you to hate Trump, or they don't want you to agree with Kamala. But you're just like, you know what? This is what I think. I don't care if somebody is judging me for blah, blah, blah. I feel like you're only worried about judging yourself. But it does seem that whatever's going on is like on hold. Now, also, if you had like a trip to go on, that might be on hold or delayed. Also, any type of legal processing, legal matters could be preventing you from moving forward with something that you want to do. The justice system is like, nope, it's only fair that you do XYZ before we let you through, or before blah, blah, blah. So I feel like until some sort of legalities are handled, you're stuck or on hold. Hopefully you're not stuck in some other country, or maybe you were traveling and you lost your ID somewhere. It's like you need to take care of legal things before you can go any further. So traveling, if you can help it, maybe try to hold off. I feel like if you're trying to rent a car, you need to have your paper, like something might not be right. Or even if you do have the credentials, something is in question. Someone also could be in a holding cell and you're like dealing with all this stress. You're like, oh my God, like I got to do this for the family. I got to do that for the family. So maybe you're feeling, bogged down by other people's responsibilities. You're just taking it all. And then part of you is doing it because you're like, it's the right thing to do. Like, if I'm not here, if I wasn't here to do this, then nobody else would do it. And I can't just sit here and be comfortable while somebody is suffering, or while blah, blah, blah. So, I kind of feel that, you're having to justify why you're doing certain things, or you're doing things because you want to be diplomatic about, how you're handling something. Finances, something's on hold or delayed. Somebody might be holding your check back. You're like, you supposed to cut me a check, they holding it. They're trying to wait for something to clear. Even if something has been deposited, or they're like, we deposited to your bank. The banks are holding it for something. You'll probably never know. I do feel like something's going to be released, but it's just like a delay. If you've been wondering how come certain things haven't worked out in your life, it's because you were in preparation. Yeah, I feel like you had to prepare. You couldn't just jump into this next chapter in your life for the thing that you wanted to do. It's like, no, you got to be prepared first. Like, whatever you're about to do isn't for the faint of heart, or you've just got to be emotionally or mentally prepared for whatever. I don't know what it is. It might not even be something that serious, but whatever it is, it's like you had to be prepared for it. So that's why certain things have been delayed. Maybe you're still single and you're just like, why have I been single for so long? And it's like, because you're just not ready. Even if you feel ready, it's just like you've got other obligations and commitments that you're needing to take care of first before you can focus on a relationship. Maybe you think you can focus on a relationship, but really you've got so much going on that it wouldn't be fair to whoever spirit has for you. But once you have settled all your debts and, tied up all these loose ends, then, a relationship should be available to you. If you're already in a relationship, you're questioning things. Maybe you're questioning the future of it, or there are certain important matters that you guys are needing to take care of as a couple. It still seems like the relationship itself could be stuck. You guys are needing to figure it out. I don't know if you've been talking to a therapist for, any type of marital problems, or if you already decided that you want a divorce but you can't get one right away. Too many things might be tied up legally. I don't know. Yeah. So I kind of feel like either way your patience is being tried. But I feel like you're going to, be at peace though. Even if you are under a lot of pressure, I feel that you're functioning well and you're just able to handle the things that are happening, and you're finding ways to carve out peace for yourself. I also feel like you are the order from chaos. Like, your role is order. I don't know who chaos is. I don't know it. I feel like you're actually away from chaos already. Now it's just about putting things in order. It seems like people are pressuring you to do something, and you're like, wait, let me think about it. People might be even getting angry with you, but you're like, I know you're angry at me, but I can't go any faster. Or I'm not going to do something just because you want me to. I need to understand it for myself. Like, you're really trying to be very kind in the way you're expressing yourself. Relationship. It's almost like asking, like, are you sure you're ready for a relationship? The universe might also start kind of testing you in some way, just so you can kind of get back into the groove of interacting with someone, especially more so if you've been single a long time. It also could be that a relationship itself is just like being initiated, but it's not going to take off just yet. It's like, this is just to get things started, or, plant the seed and then, go do some things in life that need to be done. And when you come back, the seed will have blossomed some, so I kind of feel like, even if this is about the start of a relationship, it can't go anywhere just yet. So, like, be patient. Plus, somebody might be coming out of a divorce and they need to finalize it. Somebody may not want to, do that to another person. It's like, I'm not about to bring my mess into a new relationship. Let me get a clean slate first, and then I'll start up this relationship. So somebody might have like the decency, although everyone's situation is different. But in their mind, they feel like they want to have the decency to wait until something is taken care of, finished, completed, and then they'll move forward. So whoever is coming towards you probably has like a lot of patience. And definitely could have like Libra placements if they're not a Libra themselves. Matter of fact, you do have air out, and then maybe Cancer. I feel that help is owed to you, or you're going to receive some sort of help or compensation. So if you're in some sort of a financial bind, I feel like help is on the way, whether it's through the form of a job, a significant other, or someone that just wants to help. I feel like help is on the way. Yeah. Something also kind of looks like you getting paid for something. But if you're getting paid for some kind of job, it does seem laborious. A love interest might have really big brown eyes, or they're the type of eyes that would mesmerize you, but they seem dark. In fact, I feel like someone is either Libra or Scorpio rising. It's possible that you could also hear from someone or reunite with someone. Could be friends or family. But I kind of feel like somebody is being phony, either because someone doesn't really like socializing that much, but they'll do it. It's a burden, but they'll do it. Or the phoniness is coming from someone who wants more than a friendship, but they're just trying to, take what they can get for now. They're like, well, if all they want to do is be my friend, I'll be their friend, but I really want more than that. I feel like an earth sign comes off as an air sign. And someone is also has been sending someone to see what you're up to. If something is exhausting you, I feel like you're gonna like hide out for a minute. You're like, I need to just hide. I need to run away. I'll be back, but I don't want nobody knowing where I am. So I kind of feel like somebody goes to hide away just to rest. You also might find somebody literally under a tree, resting under a tree or standing near a tree. I don't know if they're drinking, smoking, but I feel like somebody is resting by a tree. Even if somebody is sitting in their car, it's like they're under a tree. Someone wants to use your voice for something. Could be some sort of recording. Could actually be performing like singing or rapping, but I feel like somebody wants to use your voice. Or there's already been an agreement to do so, but something needs to be cleared first. There also could be something significant in regards to AI, something that needs you to agree to it and you don't know how you feel about it. You might find yourself doing breathing exercises or meditating as you sleep or before you go to sleep. It just seems like you're literally on your back thinking about things. You also could be thinking about death or your ancestors that have crossed over. There also could be a spirit around you if you are, whether you're an empath or not, but maybe you already just kind of felt that. Especially if you pay attention to the energy around you or your mood, that maybe shifts out of the blue. It could be a spirit around you. You also might find yourself having flying dreams or dreaming about people who've crossed over. It's possible somebody could be in a hospital. I don't know if it's you or somebody calls you and tells you they're in a hospital. It seems like someone could be in ICU or they're isolated. Something could be life-threatening, but it doesn't mean that somebody's gonna, pass away. It just means that something could be life-threatening. Like, had you not caught this, this could have been really serious. So, yeah. Something else I was picking up on. Yeah, and then just, this could just be your work environment where you work in places where people are isolated or confined, any type of institution. Kind of feels like you're also waiting for something to be over. So like I was picking up earlier that you might be hiding out somewhere. All right, let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, you have door to value, man holding a coin, door to romance, overall energy, hostilities. So I feel that you initially don't trust what is being offered to you. It's an opportunity and you're suspicious of it. It could be a financial opportunity, love opportunity, but I do feel that ultimately you're going to let your guards down and accept whatever this offer is. I feel like you're also just kind of like seeing a glimpse of how things are going to be in the near future. I feel like you have both money and love coming in. If there is an earth sign approaching you, you might be suspicious or guarded towards them initially. And this person's going to want an opportunity to prove themselves. They're going to open up. They're like, ask me anything or I'll show you. So this person is trying to give you something tangible that will gain your trust. You also could deal with someone who has an accent. Especially more so like a foreign accent. You might be like, oh yeah, they're from Jersey, they have an accent. So, but it could be, but yeah, I kind of feel like it's going to be like a foreign accent. You also might interact with someone who has an accent, and even if it doesn't turn into a relationship, there could be some sort of flirtation with this person. I feel there's also a possibility of you being offered your dream job. But of course, like I say, you're going to be like, what's the catch? All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.